Hey guys, it's Becca from Bookshelf. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Today, I'm going to be doing the Goodreads tag. I feel like everybody has done this tag on BookTube, but I feel like it's like a rite of passage, so I have to do it, and the questions were interesting, so I want to do it, and plus I want friends on Goodreads. My Goodreads username is inabookshell, but I will have the link down below in the description box if you want to go and add me. I always update my Goodreads profile. It's just something that I just like to do. I always do the reading challenge. I always mark what I'm reading, and I always update everything. It's just a thing that I love doing, and I love looking at other people's stuff, so go ahead and add me and be my friend. So the first question is, what was the last book you marked as read? For me, this book is The Mafia and His Angel, Part 3. This book is separated into 3 books, and this is the last book in the trilogy. I read this book on Wattpad by Lila James, and I'm telling you, she writes amazingly. As you know, I made it known in this channel that I do read Wattpad books occasionally. I believe there are some writers on there that they deserve all the attention that they get because their books are just so amazing. They deserve to be published. And Lila James is one of those people. This story is filled with love, romance, and just intensity, and it's just amazing. I loved it, and it wrenches my soul. Like, it just, ugh. Second question, what are you currently reading? Well, Goodreads, I'm glad that you want to know. Since I just finished The Mafia and His Angel Part 3, I decided to pick up Roar by Cora Carmack. First off, look at this cover. I can't get over it. It's so beautiful. The second book in this series is going to be coming out this summer, and just the concept of this new fantasy read is just so interesting to me, so I'm so excited to pick this book up. The third question is, what was the last book you marked as TBR? Well, Goodreads, I'm gonna have to look for that one because I don't even remember. Wow, my TBR list has 400 books.
I have a problem, but I love it.
So the last book I marked as TBR on my want to read list is Rage. So the second book in the Roar series by Cora Carmack. As you can tell, I'm already excited to read the rest of the series. The fourth question is, what book do you plan to read next? This is a question that I hate answering. It's one of the problems I have when it comes to monthly TBR videos. I love to make them, and I love to kind of maybe guess what I'm gonna read the next month, but it all depends on my mood. I'm just one of those readers that I don't really know what I want to read until I finish that book. I might read a really sad book, and then I'm like, no, you know what? I want to read a really happy book, but I don't want it to be a contemporary novel, so it has to be fantasy, but I want it to be this kind of fantasy novel, and I want it to have these kind of characters. It's just crazy. I'm just weird like that, so like I never know what I'm gonna read next. Fifth question is, do you use the star rating system? Yes I do. I use it because I have to, and I want to rate my books accordingly so I can help the authors. Rating your books is important even if you hate the star rating system. I personally believe that they need to make those stars like half stars, so I can be like 4.5 stars, or you know, 3.5 stars, because a lot of the books I have on there are kind of 3.5 stars or 4.5 stars, but I have to give them that full star rating. It sucks, I hate it, but I use it anyway. The sixth question is, are you going to be doing the 2018 reading challenge? Yes I am. I always participate in the reading challenge. Last year, my goal was 50 books. I ended up reading 55 books. This year, my reading challenge was 60 books, and I have read 60 books already. My challenge for 2018 will probably be about 70 books. I don't like to make myself stress about it. A lot of people say that they stress about it all the time, but you shouldn't stress about a reading challenge. It just challenge you to read more books. The seventh question is, do you have a wish list? Of course I have a wish list. I always have a TBR wish list. As you can see, I have 400 books on that TBR list. Yeah, the number is getting higher and higher every single day. But when it comes to buying books, I'm very strategic about it. Strategic? Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I'm a reader. Why do I know these things? I'm very strategic on the way I buy books. I'm actually going to be doing a video soon about how I buy books because I'm very tight with my money, so I'm very good at purchasing books. I have 2 books that I really want to read next, and that is probably going to be the sequel to the Wicked trilogy, which is Torn by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Sarah J. Maas recently published Tower of Dawn, and everyone is saying that you can't read this book unless you read Assassin's Blade, and I haven't read that book. I've wanted to read it forever. Sarah J. Maas is like my favorite author of all time, so I'm just gonna go with whatever all the other readers are saying and purchase Assassin's Blade so I can read Tower of Dawn so I can be ready for the epic finale. I'm so excited for the epic finale of this Throne of Glass series. Like, is anyone else really excited? I'm actually really excited but scared because we all know how Sarah J. Maas left us off at the Empire of Storms. I don't... Question 8 is which books you plan to buy next, and I kind of already answered that question in question 7, so it's got to be Torn and Assassin's Blade. Question number 9 is, do you have any quotes that you would like to share from books that you've loved? I'm usually not a quote person when it comes to books. Some people like to highlight in their books, and when I see that, the pain.
I don't mark in my books. It's not a thing. You can't dog-ear the pages or mark my books. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Although I'm not a quote person when it comes to my books, there was one quote when I read the After series by Anna Todd. It was, "Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same." And I just love that quote so much. It makes me so happy. Question number 10, who are your favorite authors? I've already named one. That is Sarah J. Maas, Jenny Han, Sarah Dessen, Jennifer L. Armentrout, Rick Riordan, and Katie McGarry. I love these authors so much. I find their books to be highly addictive. If you haven't picked up any of their books, make sure to go check them out. Question number 11, have you joined any groups? Yes, I have, and I don't use them. I did have about 2 groups on my Goodreads page. I slowly stopped doing anything on the group. I never got involved, really. And question number 12, which I have added, is which book series is your favorite of all time? This isn't really a hard question for me because I love this book series so much. And that is the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I can't get enough of these books. The characters are phenomenal, the writing is phenomenal, the plot twists are just phenomenal. If you haven't picked up the Throne of Glass series, I'm going to give you a tip, okay? Usually people will read the first book and they'll be like, it's okay, I think I'm gonna read something else. But you can't do that. You have to go on to the next book, the second book, which is also but better than the first book. But once you read that third book, you are going to be hooked. If you are a reader and you've not read the Throne of Glass series, just read the first 3 books and then come back and tell me what you think about it. And tell me if you're hooked or if you're not. We all have different opinions, but I'm telling you, that series is my all-time favorite. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tag. It was actually really fun for me to do. I usually don't do a lot of tags. Make sure to comment down below any other tags you'd like for me to do. And I tag all of you guys to do this because it is so much fun, especially if you're kind of a newbie on BookTube. It's always fun to do different tags, especially this one, so you can make a lot of new friends on Goodreads. Also, make sure to go add me on Goodreads and also follow my Instagram and my Twitter. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!